Why did we start the channel?
For money. What if someone paid us to go on vacation?
I think we were already doing the work to have a channel, but not actually have an official channel.
I think it was Janessa's idea.
It was my idea.
Okay. You don't want to give your daughter credit?
I don't. Do you want to know why we started a YouTube channel and why you should too?
I think it's important for people to know just a little bit about who we are, just a little bit about our background. Because I think when you can understand who someone is, then it helps you to be able to have another insight as to why they do what they do. So we've been married for almost 26 years.
26 years.
Yeah. When you were young, what was vacationing like for you? So pre-Annette.
Pre-Annette? Oh, we're going way back, huh?
Way back.
Yeah, I grew up on the south side.
Because you are 48 years old now.
Yeah. You like to rub that in.
Yeah.
I grew up on the south side of Chicago. My family didn't have a lot of money to like go on vacations, but my mom did take me to Vegas a few times, you know, which was kind of weird, I guess.
Yeah, when you think about it now, I'm like, you used to go to Las Vegas when you were a kid.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, I never want my daughter to go to Las Vegas.
Yeah, I'm sure it's much worse now than it was then, but
Sin is sin.
Vegas. But yeah, we went to Vegas a couple times. We had some family in California, went out to visit them. A couple of road trips to Iowa. Mom used to fish a lot, so she would take me fishing. And the crazy part is I'm allergic to fish, so I would just go there just to have fun. I couldn't touch the fish. I had to bring the pole over and have her take the fish off and rebait it and all that.
Your mom was just testing your resilience.
Yeah, I just wanted to be with her, you know. I wanted to get out of the house. So, but we didn't do anything like going to Jamaica or, you know, Mexico. I didn't do any of that as a kid. It was just kind of like I said, Vegas, you know, St. Louis, like road trips. So that was kind of my childhood growing up, what vacation was like.
Right, so growing up for us, either we were traveling to Jamaica to visit family, because my family's all from Jamaica, but we weren't staying in nice hotels. We were usually staying at someone's home. So vacationing is very different when you're just going to go and visit family versus going and staying in an oceanfront resort. Big difference, okay? It's either visiting family in Jamaica or us going to Wisconsin Dells. So the typical vacation for us, at least from what I can remember from when I was younger, we had a trailer and we would drive to Wisconsin Dells and stay in the trailer. And maybe that's the reason why I am not a camper to this day.
You were scarred at a young age?
I was scarred at a young age. We stayed at Jellystone. We always stayed at Jellystone, which was relatively clean. That was my experience for vacation. Totally different from what we have raised our child to experience and to expect out of vacations.
That girl is spoiled.
She is spoiled.
Compared to what we experienced.
So when we first got married, vacations were after we went on our honeymoon to Atlantis, Paradise Island in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
And each year we were going back again and again and again because we bought a timeshare. And so you got tired of it.
I wanted something different.
Yeah.
You know.
And then it came to a point in our lives where we were working and busy and we had our daughter, and it was just like life was so hard, and then financially we hit tough times, and then we couldn't afford to go on vacation.
Right.
And that was really hard. I still remember to this day there was a time where my family was all going to Jamaica. That was the last time that I would have seen my uncle. And I remember my daughter went because my mom paid for her, but we couldn't go. We couldn't afford to go. So everybody else went, and they created these amazing memories. And when I look and see the pictures, it's heartbreaking to me because I know that I wasn't able to go be there, and they still have memories and they still talk about it. And I think a little bit of that may be the reason why I'm so passionate about making time for vacations.
Yeah.
And being able to travel. In the more recent years, vacationing for us has looked different because with the company that we were part of, we had started earning all of these amazing incentive trips. We were able to go to Mexico several times, and it was all expenses paid. So going to Cabo and Puerto Vallarta and going to Cancun.
Riviera Maya.
Yes, so many different places. So then, in the more recent years, we started going on vacation like 6 and 7 times a year. But for the times that we were going on vacation that we were not earning as all expenses paid trips, I was doing research. I was doing lots of research.
You are a researcher.
I am a researcher. And here's why. Because I am very, very, very particular. I want to stay at the newest. I want to stay at the most luxurious. I want to stay somewhere where the service is incredible. I want impeccable accommodations. And so that takes a lot of research.
Yeah.
And I think that with every vacation that we would go on, we would do so many things on our vacations. It was just like, at the end of the day, it'd be like, whew, what all did we do today? I can't even remember. Remember, we woke up, we did this, we did that, we snorkeled, we ziplined, we did this, we went parasailing. And it's like I couldn't remember everything.
Right.
And so then that's when I started posting, on Facebook. And, a lot of times people would be like, get off your phone, spend time, enjoy, be present. I'm like, I'm present. I wanted to be able to kind of like journal it for myself. Because like you mentioned, as it comes back through the Facebook memories, I could actually see, wow, oh my goodness, we did this, this, and this. I like to be able to see everything we did, and then it can just bring back those memories, and I can see all the pictures. Snorkeling, I could see, remember the time we went ziplining?
Yeah.
We figured since we were going to be chronicling our vacations anyways, I think that's when Janessa would always tell us, you guys need to start a YouTube channel.
Yeah. I don't remember that, but if you said it, I guess that's what she said. But anyway, we started it.
Yeah.
Back in, was it August 2023?
July
2023. Yeah.
And we started off by saying, okay, let's look and see all these vacations that we've already taken. What can we do? Can we use some of this footage from all these vacations? And I think the biggest problem was just like deciding, is it worth doing? Because when we took the footage, we weren't thinking this is going to be for our YouTube channel.
Right. So it wasn't in the right format. It was more, portrait instead of landscape mode, and that was. And
then also just a lot of the stuff we were taking. It's like we were taking videos and footage, and I always had the camera on you, not really looking around at the place.
We weren't thinking about YouTube at the time. We just wanted to just capture it and, just for us.
But, one of the things that we did do, even from years and years and years back, whenever we would go anywhere, what would I always do? Whenever we got to a hotel, whenever we got onto a cruise, I'm like, hold on, I want to take a video of the room.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
So that is something that we always did do. And for me, it was like, there's got to be someone else out there like me who is curious, what does it look like?
Right.
Because it's important to me. I want to know, what does the ceiling look like? What do the walls look like? What does the bedding look like? Show me the bathroom. Show me what the flooring looks like. Is it floor to ceiling windows? Show me the balcony. I wanted to be able to see those things. And I thought, well, I love it when I see videos that someone else has done where they're showing that. I want to do the same thing. So then the next time someone else is researching about Vedanta, they know, what does Grand Lux at Vedanta look like?
Right.
So if you haven't already seen our video on Grand Lux at Vedanta, we have a video. We have gone to the location in Puerto Vallarta as well as the location in Riviera Maya. Because I remember when I was trying to decide which one do we want to go to, I didn't know the difference. I was just like, what's the difference? Are they both nice? Is one better than the other? So it's great now that we've gone to both locations and we've put out the YouTube videos, we can kind of pay it forward. And I think that's kind of like the big thing about it, is that we wanted to pay it forward. So basically, our channel is for, I would say, couples. Really?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say couples?
I would say couples.
Couples that like to travel.
Right. And enjoy nice amenities, not just, I'm just going to go on a budget and, whatever, because I'm going to lay on the beach.
Yeah, if you are, hey, look, I will take an inside cabin on Carnival because I'm going to be drunk the whole cruise. Then you probably won't care about our Celebrity Beyond video. If you haven't already seen it, check it out.
It's great.
Because our Celebrity Beyond video, I mean, first of all, we don't drink.
No.
Okay? So, and we don't go to the casinos. So you're not going to see videos about casinos, and you're not going to see videos about the bars, because that's not what's interesting to us. So our channel, it's kind of like if you were to think about who is our avatar, who is the person who would most benefit from our YouTube channel, it would be someone who's like us.
Yeah.
So a couple who is in their maybe, I mean, we're 48, but it starting from, I could say anyone like maybe like 35 years old.
Yeah.
In like your mid to late 30s, up to 100 years old.
Yeah.
Whether
Like
you want
said,
to travel or you want to live vicariously through us.
Yeah.
You know?
And like you said, we're not really into the drinking and party scene and all that. But we love like luxury experiences. You know, we like going on excursions, eating good food, the restaurants, you know, enjoying good shows. You know, if you like things like that, then you're gonna enjoy our channel.
And then we figured since we're documenting it on social media for us, then we might as well do it on YouTube.
Yeah.
And so then we can share it so then someone else can be able to benefit from it. And of course, let's keep it real. If doing something that we're gonna do anyways, that we enjoy doing, can somehow pay for itself, that only makes sense, right?
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win, because I would see those videos and sometimes like some of those accommodations, and they're saying that their sponsor paid for this or their sponsor treated to, I'm like, can I get a sponsor?
How do you get down with that?
Someone, please sponsor us, okay?
Yeah.
So we thought if somehow doing what we're doing anyways, it can somehow pay for itself, it would only make sense.
Yeah.
What if it went a step further than that? Not just paying for our vacations, but what if it provided an additional income so that we can replace one or both of our full-time income? That'd be great. When it comes to whether or not you should start a YouTube channel, I'm gonna tell you what I really wish someone had told us a long time ago, even though I feel like my daughter did tell us. Just start it, okay? Start it and start messy. I mean, like this video, we're probably gonna look back at this video 3 months from now and say that is messy, okay? But it's okay.
Right.
Sometimes I'm all about just do it. And it's not about perfection.
Right.
And I think that was one of the biggest things that we had to overcome, is just to be like, it's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. Some of the videos that we uploaded that were in the wrong format, or maybe the video wasn't very crisp and clear, or maybe the camera's moving around so much.
Yeah. And we're still learning.
We're still learning.
It's a growing process, but like you said, we find enjoyment in traveling and documenting it. So we're like I said, we're paying it forward.
Right.
We've watched so many YouTube videos of other couples and people who like to travel. Yeah. So this is an opportunity
and
for us to...
some of those videos that we see when people are traveling, they're literally just living life, and it's just like totally uncut. It's just like they had a camera and they're just going about their day, just doing whatever. And I'm sitting there and I'm just like, okay, get to the point. Show me the room. What does the room look like? Okay, show me the restaurant. And they're just like hanging out, chilling. What we wanted to be able to do, the problem that we're trying to solve, is for someone who is looking for luxury experiences, or just who wants like great date night ideas.
Yes.
That's another thing. I mean, there have been times where we've sat here and we're like, what are we gonna do? It's like, okay, we can keep going to the same restaurant, or we could, keep going to the Shed Aquarium in Chicago, or we can keep going to the Museum of Science and Industry, or we can keep renting bikes to go on a bike ride in Chicago, or we could try new experiences. And a lot of times we're wondering, like, is this any good? Will this just be a waste of time? And so the problem that we're trying to solve is helping people to see from our personal experience what it's like.
Right.
And once they can see what it's like, they can be able to determine for themselves, that looks like a lot of fun.
Right.
You know, and maybe we didn't have fun with it, but maybe by you seeing yourself, the types of things that were involved, that maybe you'd enjoy them.
Yeah.
Or
and there's a lot of like experiences out there that we didn't even know existed. Like making candles. You know, we went to this place not too far from us where they taught you how to make candles and mix the oils, and that was a nice little date experience, you know, fun night out.
I wish we had recorded that.
Yeah, we didn't record it, but you know,
could ask me out on a date and then we can...
I may have to do that.
Okay, all right.
So that was a neat, you know, nice little experience there. Didn't cost a lot of money, but it was an opportunity for us to get out and have a date together and just share a new experience.
So let's talk about the benefits of having our YouTube channel. I think number one is that it teaches us that it's okay not to be perfect, just to do it anyways, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Because I look at it like it's my opportunity to add value to someone that may be out, you know, on YouTube looking for something to do, a vacation. Even though it may not be perfect, but you can experience what we're doing. You know, we're getting the point across.
I like that. Reminds me, like I remember when we were trying to find something to do in Puerto Vallarta. Like, what are we going to do in Puerto Vallarta? We've already been there. We're going to go there a second time. And then after watching video after video, we saw this, you know, renting these razors and going on this tour for Jarula Bridge.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. And that was such an incredible experience. And that's part of the fun of doing this and having our YouTube channel, is because it gives us a reason to plan something fun, and it really actually gets our creative juices going. Because one thing that I found is that you are a lot more creative than I had ever known, just from some of the thumbnails that you create and just some of the ideas that you have. It's great to see how we can be able to work together and just kind of play off each other's creativity, and like it's kind of like we have a project and just seeing how all of it comes together.
Yeah.
And I think that's like been something that's been so beneficial, and then also I think it's good for our marriage as well.
Increased our relationship, like as far as the growth, you know, working together. She has strengths, you know, I have strengths, and we just kind of put them together, and it usually works out well. You know, like I said, we started this in July of last year, and we're still growing. We're trying to put out a new video every week.
Almost at 500 subscribers.
Yeah, so we appreciate you guys who subscribed and liked our videos. We really appreciate that. It helps our channel a lot.
If you have not already, please take the time to subscribe, click that bell to receive the notifications, and share. It means a lot to us, and it really does help our channel so that we can be able to produce more videos.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about some of the challenges that we've experienced, because I think that, you know, with everything we should share, you know, here are the pros, here are the cons. What are some of the challenges?
I think the challenge is sometimes maybe coming up with new material, something to do, and then it takes time, you know, to build a channel. You know, we're not where we want to be yet. We're not monetized yet, but we are striving and making some good ground with that. And sometimes it can be hard, just you know, avoiding checking your YouTube studios, you know, every day and just seeing how many, you know, likes you got or how many views. So sometimes you make a video and it's like, man, I thought this would have did much better.
Yes.
And it's barely any views. So that can be challenging, but the point is, you know, not to give up.
Right.
You know, just to keep putting it out there. You know, you may have some videos that don't do well, and then you have videos that do really well.
Some take off and it's like, really, all I did was just like pack. I mean, that was so just like haphazard, you know, just packing.
Right.
And
but you never know who's out there in YouTube world that may find that interesting.
Yeah, there are a lot of people who are out there getting their checking their bags.
Yeah.
And I'm still wondering, now that I've put that video out, why is anybody still checking bags? If you have not seen our video on never checking a bag again, watch our video, see how I was able to pack about 24 items into my personal item and my carry-on. About 24
outfits and 6 pair of shoes?
Yeah, and about 6 pairs of shoes. And then in his bags, he brought like 2 or 3 suits.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing because, I don't know, like you said, what we're doing is we are solving a problem. We're helping people and we're just paying it forward. Yeah. But another challenge that I think that we have is that sometimes we get our ideas rejected. So like right now, that whole Bimini video that you want to do, and I'm kind of like, don't really want to put that out. So it's just kind of, it's like sometimes you spend time doing something. Like sometimes I'll like do a video and I do like the voiceover on it. And then he looks at it and he's like, yeah, well, the way that you said this, and I'm kind of like, seriously, I do not feel like recording that again. Do you know how much time I put into that, you know? Or maybe you put the music on the video and then I've like taken out a clip and then now everything is messed up. So sometimes getting our ideas rejected, but it's all with love, and we both have a common goal. Right. And I think with that understanding that we're not rejecting each other, it's just that you had a bad idea. Just kidding. Yeah. Another challenge that we have is our goal is to be able to put out a new YouTube video every single week. And a challenge presents itself when we cannot afford to book a cruise or some huge vacation every month of the year. Like maybe we have 6 or 7 vacations for the year, but we can't afford to book 12 really big vacations for the year. So not yet. Looking for sponsors. Okay. So, and the reason why I say 12, because, you know, and here's also a helpful suggestion, is that when you have your YouTube channel, you should be putting out at least 1 video a week. So it's all about consistency. So what we plan to do, or what we've been doing, is we will take like our cruise that we were recently on. We did a video of the pre-cruise hotel, again adding value to other travelers, because you don't just show up on the cruise, okay? You don't just show up on the cruise. You have to fly there the day before. And so we did a video on packing, and then we did a video on the pre-cruise hotel that we stayed at, and then we did a video on the ship itself, and then we did a video of our stateroom, okay? And then we did a video of, what else?
The excursions that
The excursions, that's the ones that we're working on right now. Yeah. So out of 1 vacation, we can get 5 or 6 different videos. So that's why when I say that, you know, like an obstacle would be being able to afford 12 vacations for the year. Right. That would be great. Right. And I would absolutely love that. But here's another one, vacation days.
Yeah.
Current situation, we only have so many vacation days.
Right. You gotta use those vacation days wisely.
Yes. Another thing is also wondering whether or not a destination, like a particular hotel, would be interesting to viewers. Like we were going to go to a marriage retreat a couple of weeks ago, and we did go. But before going, we were like, should we do a video of the hotel? But the hotel was in Columbus, Indiana. We were like, not really sure if anyone wants to see what a hotel looks like in Columbus, Indiana. There's one other thing that I also wondered, as far as like a challenge. We don't party, you know, or gamble. Will our values, our personal values, make us unrelatable to the masses? Because we're not into partying and drinking, and we're not going to do a whole overview of the casino. Right. Because we're not even going to go in it. We just have to come to a point and say, well, our avatar, the person who we're making the video for, would be another couple like us. So like a couple, maybe in their 40s, early 50s, or older, and that likes to vacation and is not wanting something that has, who's not looking for something that's geared towards small children. Because we've already been there, done that. Absolutely love our daughter. Yeah. But we're done with the whole little kids thing. Yeah. So we want to be able to have adult experiences. Absolutely. And then we were wondering about that whole terminology, adult experiences. Yeah. We didn't want it to sound dirty. You know what I mean? So adult it's like only. Adult experiences. Yeah. So mature experiences, you know?
Yeah.
And so we're looking to cater to that viewer. And so I think that the right viewers will find us. And I think even if someone is into drinking and partying, doing things like that, I still feel that our videos can add value to them, because even if you enjoy doing all those things,
doesn't mean you don't enjoy,
luxury experiences.
Right.
Maybe
it's not one or the other.
Right, right. You can, I guess you can do it all, you know. So what do we want to see happen in 2024?
Well, we have some goals. We definitely are shooting for at least 1,000 subscribers by July. So that'll be around the 1 year mark for us. So that's something we want to do, and definitely have our watch hours up over 4,000. So we're heading that direction.
We're halfway there with the subscribers.
Yeah.
And as we do more and more, our videos are going to get better.
Yeah.
And we will eventually be able to, if we see value in it, then we'll invest in technology, helping our videos to even be better.
Yeah.
We can get that drone. We can get those expensive cameras and the expensive mics. But for now, don't feel like you have to have all of that before getting started. I think the most important thing is just get started, because I look back and my biggest regret is, why didn't I turn my phone into landscape mode when I was recording? And why didn't I record more of the ship and things like that when we were taking other cruises? I mean, we've been on over 10 cruises now, and we have footage from about 3.
Right. And I bet you a lot of you guys out there are doing the same thing that we did. I bet you're documenting a lot of your trips. You're taking videos and pictures. So it just takes a little tweaking, just a little adjusting, and just turning your camera to this, landscape mode, and just being a little bit more on purpose about what you're taking footage of, and you can start a YouTube channel. And
forget the naysayers, because the naysayers are not paying your bills anyways. So when people say, put the phone down, now it's one thing if you're just scrolling, but if you're doing it for a purpose, and if your goal is to create a YouTube channel and you want to be able to add value, and if there is a problem that you're solving, do it. So it's like, one of the things that we were kind of worried about was like, would we look silly like we're on vacation? We've got our phone on a tripod or on our selfie stick. It's like, do we look silly? Do we look stupid? And it came to a point where we're like, you know what?
We didn't care.
Who cares? Who cares? They're not paying my bills anyways, So
and most people didn't care. It wasn't like people looking at us and pointing the finger. What are you doing?
They could have been.
They wasn't. I was looking to see if they were. They were not.
They were driving by quickly. But in the long term, I think that our goal is for us to have our vacations sponsored by different hotels and cruise lines, so that we can be able to experience the newest ships, and we can be on those maiden voyages.
Yes.
And so that we can be able to experience all those new hotels as soon as they open up, and we can do the hard work of telling you, don't go here, or yes, book right away. And just showing people how to get their vacations for less, finding ways so that people can be able to make it more affordable. And eventually it would be great if we could be able to replace our income within the next couple of years.
Yes.
If our YouTube channel, if we can get it to that point. But even if we don't, I think the most important thing is that we have fun all along the way.
Right.
And like you said before, if it's something that we're coming together, we're working on a project, we're creating something that we can look back on, even if no one else watches it, just for us to be able to look back and enjoy it, it's going to be all worth it.
Worth it.
It's worth it. Yes. It's already worth it.
Yeah.
It's not just we're waiting until. We're enjoying it now. We're having a great time now.
Yes.
And becoming monetized, which hopefully should be within the next few months. It's gonna make it even more fun.
Yeah.
So just some tips. What kind of advice would you give to someone besides start now?
Just, if you're gonna do this, if you actually want to start a channel, you want to make sure you're using good tags, in your videos. That's going to be helpful for when people are doing searches. You can find your video. That's crucial. Don't
make the same mistake that I did. I mean, it's like what I was doing in the description of every video is I was saying, we are Owen and Annette and we've been married for 25 years and blah, 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 blah. And I wasn't really giving a true description of what each video was, not realizing that when people are doing searches,
right,
the things that I have, the words that I have in the video are going to be what helps to make it searchable.
Right.
Easier
to find.
Yes. And then also be consistent. With everything, be consistent with everything. So our goal, one thing we've heard over and over and over again, put out a new video once a week.
Once a week.
And it does so many things when you're putting out a new video once a week. First of all, it helps us to get to know our viewers better. What do our viewers enjoy seeing? And also it helps us to get better and helps us create a more streamlined process.
Right. And I also think that it helps YouTube know that you're serious about this, so that you hear this word algorithm, that can help your videos get...
We're serious, YouTube.
Yeah, we're serious about this. So they know this, like, hey, I'm just doing this once every 3 months, something like this. If you're putting out a video every week, that's going to help with your channel and getting you seen in front of other viewers.
Mm-hmm. Our goal is to be able to build trust with our audience, and we want you to be able to have trust in what we're doing and the type of content that we're producing. And to, if we put out something and you're like, oh, that wasn't that great, we want our audience, we want you to enjoy seeing us enough that you can say, okay, all right, that one wasn't the best, but I'm going to stick with them because I like them, Another thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that you pay attention to your thumbnail, because that is going to affect your click-through rate. Your click-through rate, basically, of all the people that see your video when they're scrolling, the click-through rate, what that is a measure of how many people are actually clicking on it. If your thumbnail, that little picture you have, is not something that makes people want to click on it, they're never going to click it, which means they're never going to see your video.
Right.
So you want to increase your click-through rate by having a good thumbnail, whatever title that you have, whatever words you have on your thumbnail, that it's not too long. You want it short, straight to the point, but whatever promise that you make, you want to make sure that you deliver. Yeah. So I think making sure that you get good with that. And what do you use for creating thumbnails?
It's a free app called Canva. So it's nice and robust. They have a pro model, but there's a lot of material on there and templates you can use for free. So I highly recommend Canva for doing thumbnails, and for editing videos, there's another free one. It's called CapCut.
Love CapCut.
Love it. It's really robust and can do a lot, and it's free. You can't beat free.
Here is one mistake that we made that you do not want to do.
And what's that?
Just because they say it's copyright-free music doesn't mean that it's actually copyright-free music.
Yeah.
So it took us a while. A lot of our videos from the very beginning, we were like grabbing music from wherever on YouTube that we could find that said copyright-free music.
I recommend Artlist for your music.
Or Epic Sound. It's great having background music, but you want to make sure that after you've got your YouTube channel up and running, that you don't later on find out, wow, okay, all that music that I had in the background is going to prevent me from posting it here and posting it there, and I can't use these videos because of the music that you have in the background.
There's going to be times where you just feel like, why am I doing this? But that's the easy thing to do, to give up. Mm-hmm. So just stay consistent and just, it may take a little while, but the consistency is going to pay off.
And every time that we start a new video, we can begin again more intelligently. Because what have we learned from the last video? What have we learned from the last 6 months? Sometimes I look back and I'm like, some of these are like so bad. And I'm just like, can we just delete it? But then we don't want to do that, because then all that goes towards the watch hours.
Right.
And so we don't want to lose the watch hours, but some of them I'm just like embarrassed. But I think the most important thing that we can tell you is if you do the right things and if you show up consistently, then eventually the results will come. So do it.
Yeah.
Just start your YouTube channel. Start messy if you have to. You know, learn from your mistakes. Find your niche market. You know, find out what problem can I solve? What information do I have? How can I add value to everyone else out there? And can I have fun doing it?
Right.
I think that's really important, having fun. Because when it comes to a point where you're no longer having fun and it just feels like a job,
you gotta have fun with it.
Yeah.
Because if it's like a chore and you just like, oh, and then especially if you're not getting the views, you're gonna easily just throw in it.
You're gonna end up hating it.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think that I love the fact that we do have fun with it, because whether we get the views or not, we still have fun.
Still have fun. Comment below if you're thinking about, ever thought about starting a YouTube channel, or you have some questions that you wanna shoot out to us, or
whether it's destinations that we can take some great trips to. We'd love to do it. We'd love to do some research and book it and create a video for you to be able to enjoy. And also, if you have any suggestions on how to make our YouTube channel better, or any questions on how we can help you get your YouTube channel started, just post it in the comments. I hope this video has added value to you.
bye guys.
Bye.